back with, yes, another Taylor Swift unboxing. Now, if you're not really a big Taylor Swift fan, you may be wondering what on earth is this, what is going on? I feel like there's moss missing. Immediately, yes, free my man, he did nothing wrong. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Hi, my name is Rachel. I do lots of Taylor Swift videos, Taylor Swift unboxings, vinyl unboxings, merch unboxings. I also do travel vlogs. If that sounds like something that would be interesting to you, it would mean the absolute world if you could like and subscribe. Today we're back with, yes, another Taylor Swift unboxing, and this time it is the time of the Taylor Swift Christmas merch unboxing. So on November 13th, the Taylor Swift holiday drop launched. It was the biggest holiday drop that they do, because they tend to do a big drop and then they do a couple little ones. This is everything I got in that initial big drop. Now, I have done a couple of holiday unboxing videos before if you want to check those out, where you can see some of my older ornaments. I think I did one in 2023. Now in 2023 it was chaotic because that unboxing video came out after Christmas, because the merch actually didn't ship till after Christmas, which was so bad. It was pretty much the same for everybody. However, because of that, they refunded everybody the entire cost of their merch, which was amazing. So honestly, I can't complain too much about that. Last year had some really great ornaments and clothing pieces as well, so if you want to check out last year's, but yeah, this is 2025, so let's go. So I actually did two orders. I did one order of something I wanted immediately. I might save that to the end because it is the best thing in there, and then I did another one of the other stuff that I liked but didn't love as much as I wanted the main thing, because basically, because I live in the UK, the US site launches first with the new merch. So whenever merch launches, I look through the US site, see what I want, and as soon as it comes onto the UK site, if there's something I'm like in love with, I will just buy that immediately, and then I will try, take a look, take a little bit of a browse. Now, it can be quite difficult to take a browse on the Taylor Swift online store, especially for the Christmas drop, because things just sell out so quickly nowadays, which is a little bit annoying, but I did manage to do a little bit of a browse before I bought the other items, and I do really like all of them. Honestly, they are absolutely gorgeous, the things I got. I didn't get loads, I just got a couple of bits that I thought I'd actually wear and actually like use and stuff. So anyway, let's unbox. So this is what the main merch came in. So obviously I had the first item that I ordered, and then this is the main one. In terms of shipping, it's not that bad in the UK. I know in some of the places it can be like $20, $50, which is wild, but in the UK it's usually like £4-ish. I don't know if it'll say it on my little order confirmation. It does not. It doesn't even say the price of the items either. I was kind of hoping it did, because I was hoping to tell you guys what the price of the items were, so I think I'm gonna have to look on the website to see that, so we'll get that afterwards. Okay, so what should I show you first? I think we'll start off with the ornaments, because I mean this is a Christmas themed video. So I got 3 ornaments in this drop. Let's take a look at how much these ornaments were. We have the cleaning cart ornament. This was £20. Sorry for the bad lighting. I wanted to do it in natural lighting. And to be fair, this I didn't realise was coming today, because yesterday, yesterday evening, so pretty late, probably like 11 PM, it said it was still preparing shipment, so I didn't think it was going to come today. But anyway, the natural lighting outside is awful, so I thought we'd be better doing it, you know, with the unnatural lighting. So the cleaning cart ornament, this was £20. Then we have the Lover cardigan ornament. This was also £20. And then we have the moss piano ornament, and you've guessed it, it was £20. So and shipping for this was £4.95. This is the cardigan ornament. We'll start off with her. So this is what it looks like. The boxes are new for this. So last year the boxes mainly like related to the actual era. So say for this one, because obviously it's a Lover cardigan ornament, it would be a Lover themed box. However, this year I have seen more and more people's come in like just this standard silver box, like the shiny silver box. It's got the same sort of pattern that the other like the eras ones did. However, it's just a standard silver rather than being a like pink to fit the Lover era, but to be honest I don't mind. Some people's merch in this drop, some of the ornaments did come in the era specific, but honestly I don't mind it being like non-era specific because I think this box is cute, and at the end of the day it's a box. Like it doesn't actually matter that much. So it was made in China for anyone who was curious. Sorry for the atrocious lighting there. It will get better once I take it out of this shiny packaging, so I say it will, if we can get it out. The best thing of Rachel's unboxings, can she get the item out of the packaging? Okay, so she's pretty secure. In terms of like protection in this is what we had. We had little bits of bubble wrap. Like I think we had like 3 of these in there, and they're pretty flimsy bubble wrap. However, everything did arrive perfectly, so I can't complain. Royal Mail is great. Well, Royal Mail is usually great. I know some people would be like, but they've been pretty good with this, like the packaging. I think because it was so secure in 2 bits of, I think that made it better. So this is the little ribbon. If it'll let me show you the ribbon. So the ribbon says Taylor Swift. It's that pink ribbon, the like Lover kind of pink ribbon that they have. I think each of the ribbons will correspond with the particular eras. I mean, these ones aren't really eras, they're more eras tour rather than specific eras, so it's slightly different. But yeah, the ribbon I think is a bit thinner than it has been in the past. Maybe I'm imagining that. But I do love the Cardigan ornaments. I don't have all of them. I don't like collect the Cardigan ornaments because they had like a Midnights one. They had a 1989 cardigan one, I think a Fearless cardigan one, and then they also had like a mini one as well. I don't collect the cardigan ornaments, I just get the ones that I like. And because I love the Lover cardigan so much, I was like, yes, I need this. So this is what it looks like up close. Same material as the Speak Now one, because I do have the Speak Now ornament as well. And I really love the hearts on this. So you can see that it says Taylor Swift pretty well on it as well. And it also has the heart buttons, which is cute. So I really like this. I think people said this is like made of resin, because someone asked in one of my videos like what's it made of, and I wasn't sure. So does it say it on the website? Oh yeah, it does. So it's made of resin, and it says 3 inches for people curious, and it was limited to 4 per order. But yeah, so that's what it's made of. You just see, and then the back as well, and it's just so cute. I love the cardigan ornaments. I know some people will take this ribbon off, because to be honest it's pretty easy to take this ribbon off. As you can see, it's not like attached, it's just kind of like knotted on, and then they get a little hanger thing and hang them on, which can look really cute. I won't be doing that, but I think it looks cute. So we'll pop her back in, because I'm going to do like a full like Swiftmas tree video as well, I've done in the past, where I got all of my Swiftmas ornaments, we unbox them all together and we put them on a tree. And for people wondering, like, these are quite expensive ornaments, you know, just to use once a year. I usually just keep these up in my room as well, like all year round, because they're not necessarily Christmas, and they're not a toy. They really want you to know it's not a toy. It has a whole thing there saying this is not a toy. They've not had that in the past, I don't think. I mean, it's literally just printed on a piece of paper, but still. But yeah, I will keep them up all year round, because like they're not particularly like festive, if you get what I mean. Like obviously they have the ribbon to hang them on a tree, but it's not a Christmas themed ornament, you know, it's a cardigan themed ornament. So I think it's okay to have it up all year round, just like on my shelf, in my little Taylor Swift shelf. I put it up there. Some people will completely disagree with that, but I don't mind. Next up is this one. So also made in China. This is the cleaning cart ornament. It was also £20. Okay. They really want you to know it's not a toy this year. I don't know if this is like a new legal requirement, but it says on the website as well, this is not a toy. Okay, so this is the cleaning cart. Pretty heavy, to be honest. I think say they're actually quite substantial. Like, I won't complain about that. I think they're actually pretty good. Also made of resin, so you can see it says cleaning cart, and it's got like the little cleaning supplies. Now, if you're not really a big Taylor Swift fan, you may be wondering, what on earth is this? What is going on? So essentially the cleaning cart was what Taylor Swift came out on the Eras tour. So to avoid us seeing Taylor before she came to the stage, she would come through to the stage in this cleaning cart. So she was sat in there, we all knew she was sat in there, but obviously you couldn't see it, so it was like the big reveal was more exciting. So it became very iconic in the fandom because it's quite funny. And they made an ornament of it. I know some people will think it's unhinged to put this on your tree, but I quite like it. The little wheels at the bottom don't move for those curious, but it is still really cute. I like this. The ribbon is thinner this year, I would say, though. So this is an ornament from last year. And this is an ornament from this year, just so you can see what I'm talking about, that I'm not being like dramatic that they're thinner. Like, that's a big difference. I don't know enough about ribbon to say if the quality of the ribbon's different, but it's definitely thinner than last year. And I think with the Eras Tour one, I understand like this is kind of the Eras Tour font, it's the white kind of Eras Tour sort of thing, but I did like it with the Surprise Song piano from last year. This is obviously an Eras decoration as well, that it had like the maroon ribbon. I think that was quite cute, but I do kind of understand why they've done the white. I think it goes better with the cleaning cart. But yeah, I definitely prefer the old style ribbons, the thicker ones, just because I'm so scared about putting these on my tree in the first place, whereas with this it gives you enough like space to put it on, and then you wrap it, like I double wrap it, and it just makes it more secure, whereas this isn't as secure as that. So I guess they have kept them the same price, to be fair. They've kept the ornaments the same price as last year, so that's not too bad. I guess if they had to cut costs, that's one way to cut costs a little bit, but I would like them thicker. I would be somewhat tempted to get another ribbon and put this on it, because you can change the ribbon. If you have a look at the, you can't really see that well, but if you have a look at the top, this probably isn't the best ornament to show you. I'll show you, it's the same on this, where it's just this like little gold bit there, so in theory you could unknot this ribbon there, untie it, and then put your own ribbon in if you were a little bit like, this is quite a thin ribbon, because this is a very, very thin ribbon if I am going to be critical. I do still like the ornament, but I think, yeah, I've just gone on so much about ribbons for someone who knows nothing about ribbons. But I do like it. I think it's a cute ornament. I think if you're not a Taylor Swift fan, this probably isn't the ornament for you. I think this is very much for the hardcore Swifties, the hardcore Eras Tour Swifties. And I think it's just a nice little memento. And I think it's always cute to have something like this where it's like, if you know, you know. But if you don't know, you probably think the people with it are unhinged. Like, imagine trying to explain to someone, like, yeah, I have a cleaning cart on my tree. And they just be like, okay. And then you can be like, it's a Swiftie thing. I don't know, I love that. Okay, next up, this is my final one of my ornaments. I've not even opened this yet, so that's a questionable bit of tape on there, if you can just see. It looks like someone has removed it multiple times and then just stuck it on. I don't know what's going on there, but I've genuinely not opened these yet, so I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, obviously this is from last year. This is the Surprise Song piano ornament. This is the Moss piano ornament, also Eras Tour themed, because this is the piano she used during the Evermore set for Champagne Problems. And I knew I had to get this. Now, there were a few other Eras Tour themed ornaments. There were the Eras microphones, the Eras Tour stage. For me, I didn't like those as much, and I don't want to get something I don't like. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you collect Taylor Swift things, you must just get everything, and it's like, absolutely not. I get the things I know I'll like and I know I'll use. Obviously, a bit weird to say I know I use in terms of like ornaments, but you get what I mean. Like, I don't want to get stuff that just for the sake of getting it. So I did originally have the microphones in my car, and then I was just like, I don't like these as much. Okay, so I think with this, something has gone on with the packaging of this, because this one doesn't have a front bit, whereas the rest of them all have a front bit. So I don't know what's going on there, but let's take a look. So this is the Moss piano ornament. So I feel like there's moss missing. Yeah, I'm gonna see what other people's looks like, because this kind of looks like there is moss missing there. And I think the other ones were really good, like they didn't have any faults on that I could see anyway, whereas this one, I think, I don't remember. I saw this Moss piano on the Eras Tour. I don't remember there being a big gap like that. To be fair, I couldn't really see that bit as much, could I? Like that bit under, but yeah. I don't mind there not being any moss there and this bit not looking great, but I think the moss itself should look good. And it does on this side. Well, it looks pretty good on this side. This side I wouldn't complain. Obviously it's got a bit of a gap there, but I don't think that's the end of the world. But this side I think does look a bit dodgy. I am going to compare this to other people's to see if this is just a faulty one or if all of them do just look like that. And if they all do, interesting. And if they all do, I might see if I can get some moss from like Hobbycraft and kind of put some more on, because I do think that just looks a little bit naff. Again, if I'm being critical, I know people get very mad when I'm like critical about like Taylor Swift things, but I think it's good to do that, to be like, oh, this isn't great. Like when you paid £20 for something, you do kind of expect it to be pretty decent quality, at least for me. I don't know, I think the rest of it's fine. I do just think it's this one little bit there. It also kind of looks dirty there. I think that's just the actual what the piano's meant to look like, but low-key it looks really rusty. Maybe that's the point. We're gonna compare this to other people's because she now looks rusty. Maybe that's what the actual piano looked like, but maybe they should have just had that as silver. Rather than the forbidden rusty piano. And also the same thing where the ribbon is thinner. So I do understand that people don't like it when I'm like slightly critical, but I think it's fair. Like, I've paid for these things with my own money. I think I should be able to point out if things aren't up to the standard that it has been in the past and they're what I personally like. Because you don't want to just say everything's perfect when it's not, because there's no reason to do that. I don't believe in doing that. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's got the 3 legs. Is it gonna... would that sit flat? It just looks like the leg at the back is smaller. Oh no, she's okay. She sits. Yeah, this one I was really looking forward to. I think it's just the quality of it isn't what I was expecting. I'm actually gonna have a look now. Moss piano ornament, and see if other people's looks like this. So maybe that is just what the piano looks like. So I wanted to compare it to other people's. It's the exact same bit. So ooh, merch has just come back in stock. Thanks shout out for the merch bot for letting us know, making sure there was no new merch come in then. Yeah, so at least it's not just mine. Like, always look on the bright side, it's not just mine. But yeah, this one I am a little bit disappointed with. I don't know, what do you guys think? Am I being just really, really dramatic? I mean, it makes sense. Maybe it's because on the actual piano there wasn't moss on this bit, because like that's just how pianos work. I don't know how pianos work, but I feel like they could have put it at least at this bit there. But I would have liked it all the way around. So oh. Don't touch the moss. The moss will come off. Maybe we'll buy some more moss and put it on and make it a bit more full. I feel like that's what we should do. But yeah, this is probably out of all of them the one I'm a little bit disappointed with, because I was so excited for it and I don't think the quality is the same as the other two. But that might just be me. So last but not least, for the first little section of this, then we're going to do the second order that I did. It is a jumper. So this is the only item of clothing I actually bought in this drop. There were a couple things I was like, oh, maybe the You're On Your Own kid like jumper I considered, but then it reminded me of that Lover jumper she did a while ago that I didn't like the fit of, that I did end up returning. So I was kind of like, maybe I'd feel the same way about that. So I only bought one of them, which I think is really impressive. You know, I was like, if I'm not going to wear it, I'm not going to get it. Good decisions from Rachel. Anyway, this is the one I got. Now, it's not very me necessarily. I mean, obviously I'm wearing like navy right now, but it's because it's Snoopy and it's Christmas, because we want this video to be festive. But I usually am quite a bright colour person, I think. Whereas this is quite dark. But as soon as I saw this, I was like, I'm in love. So I'm going to have to get a little bit further back just to show you, and I'll also try it on as well. So this is what it looks like. It is obviously the Folklore set from the Eras tour on a jumper, on a knitted jumper. When I saw this looks like fan-made merch. That's how good it is. And obviously you might say, fan-made? How is that? Fan-made merch is some of the best Taylor Swift merch you can find. So like this genuinely looks fan-made. That's how good it is. And I love the fact that it continues onto the sleeves as well. It's a knitted one. Maybe I would have preferred it as a just normal kind of jumper. I don't know, like cotton. I don't think they are cotton. I think most of them are polyester. But to be fair, this is really nice. I'm excited to try this on to see what it looks like. I was kind of wary because it was a knitted one. I didn't know how it feels. Sometimes knitted things can be scratchy. I have very sensitive skin, so I've got to be careful with clothes being kind of scratchy. And I got this in a size XS, so we're going to try it on to see what it looks like. So I can judge whether or not I'm going to keep this. If it just doesn't fit and doesn't look like, then I will return it, because it was £70, which is quite expensive for a jumper. But it is a knitted one. I don't know the material. I know some people care about the material. I don't know enough about materials, but I'm going to tell you. So, okay, for the material people, it's 50% viscose, 28% polyester, 22% nylon. So it's just plastic, is what I think. But I don't know too much about materials. And then you've also got this bit, and it's embroidered on, to be fair, and it says Time Curious Time. That's a weird choice. Is this see-through? I was like, I thought I could see my fingers then. I was like, is it see-through? Hopefully not. Because she only did invisible string for like 3 shows, something crazy. She then moved on obviously to the One, which I love, and then obviously for the UK dates it was Cardigan, and like the Europe dates. So interesting choice, but we're gonna see. Oh, and the bit at the bottom, I don't really like it when jumpers have this bit at the bottom, like the little like kind of elastic bit. So we're gonna try this on and see what it looks like. I really hope I like it. Okay, so this is what the jumper looks like. I think it's cute. I think I'm gonna keep it. So the sleeves are quite like baggy. If I know people like me to do all the ins and outs of everything. So this is what it looks like on me. It's an extra small. I'm 5'1". I usually get, I have the washing machine going, I'm sorry. Let me see if I can close this door. So I am 5'1" for reference. This is what it looks like, completely just like, I don't know, unmoved, just completely on me. Usually I'm a UK size 4, so this is what it looks like on the front, and then on the back. Yeah, I think this is really, really cute. I really like this. It's very comfortable, it's soft, it's nice. It's not like scratchy on the inside, which I'm really glad about because I was a little bit worried. I think this feels nicer than the cardigans. I know some people don't like the feel of the cardigans. This doesn't feel anything like them at all. So I think it's super cute. I love the fact the sleeves also have the design on as well. I think this looks so good. I am wearing black leggings, which isn't very helpful in terms of seeing where it ends, but this is where it ends. So I'd say pretty true to size, probably slightly oversized as you can see like from the arms. But I really, really like this and I'm really happy with this. So I think I will be keeping this because this is gorgeous. I honestly love it so much. And I think this is kind of the subtle Taylor Swift merch that people are after. People are always asking for stuff that doesn't have her face all over it. And technically it does still have her. I think, I can't actually see her on it. Maybe it doesn't actually have her like in the, I thought she'd be like on the top of the cabin, but I don't think she's there. But it's the subtle Taylor Swift merch that people are after, so I'm really happy with this and I will be keeping it. So that was my first order, and then we have my second order, and this was the thing I was most excited for. As soon as I saw this drop on the US store, I was like, I need this. There was no doubt in my mind. I did not care how much this item cost. I was like, I need it. As someone who loves cats and little teddies and cardigans and everything like that, immediately yes. Immediately yes. I was obsessed. I saw this on the website at the US one. As soon as I saw the UK store, I bought this straight away. There was no hesitation. I was like, if I don't get anything else from the holiday collection, I don't care. This is the item I want the most. So it is the Benji cat, and I love it so much. This was £40 and then I paid $4.95 for shipping. Yes, I did have to pay shipping twice because I did 2 separate orders, but honestly I didn't want to risk this selling out because it did sell out, and now people are reselling it for 200. Yes, you heard that correctly, 200 Great British pounds. Now I know I did just say I would pay anything for this, but I mean pay anything for this on the Taylor Swift store. I don't want to be giving the scalpers the money, you know what I mean? But this is what it looks like and it's so cute. So I'm honestly obsessed with this. Does it say the material on this? It's got like a little thing on the back, but it's not in English. So I think it's just, I think it says 100% polyester, to be fair. Maybe it is in English and I just can't see, but there you go. You can't really see them that well, but I think it's just 100% polyester for the people who like the, who know the things, the makeup, which is normal. But yeah, oh my god, it's so cute. Anyway, we need to take him out of this. I know some people are keeping it in this as if it's some kind of collector's piece, which is fair, but like, free my man. He did nothing wrong because he's so cute. So we're going to take him out of the box. Again, it's got this same box. I feel like this is kind of the new Christmas sort of boxes that we're going to be getting, this silver, which I actually really like. I like that all the Christmas boxes, them being the same. I did like them by era, but I think I prefer it when they're like the silver. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you have a preference? Probably not. But he's so cute. Honestly, I could cry. It's honestly, I could cry. It's adorable. Some people are like, no, it's ugly, it's awful. No, it's a little cat. I love like things like this so much. It was £40. Some people said that was a ridiculous price. I think some Taylor Swift merch is too expensive, but this is something I think is actually, I think it's worth the price. Like, you compare this to a jelly cat, it's a lot cheaper than a jelly cat. Like, and it's actually, I think it's pretty decent quality. I mean, my hair has just attached itself to it. I think it's pretty decent quality, and the tail on the back. Now I'm half and half about cutting this label off because it's kind of annoying me, but then I'm like, What happens if I decide to sell him? Like, if he's worth 200 quid now, what's he going to be worth in a year? I love him. Do I love him £2,000? You never know. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm like half and half about cutting that off. I probably will though, because I don't plan on selling this little guy because he's so cute. So for people curious, the cardigan is sewed on. So I'll try to do my best to show you this, but like it's fully sewed on. The button is sewed like into the cat, and then the sleeve is also sewed on here, so you can't take this off. And then the ribbon doesn't go all the way around as well. Like if you, again, like just wanted to know, the ribbon there stops, so it's basically just kind of like a bow tie rather than like a neck ribbon. But it's so cute. It's got little whiskers. I love it. I love this so much. And then the cardigan as well has the little embroidered patches. I did kind of wish that the cardigan would come off because I kind of wanted to put it on my cat, like my actual cat, but I do fear if I put it on my cat she wouldn't like it anyway, and I think it would be probably too small for her because she's quite a big cat. But yeah, I think this is the best item I've ever bought from Taylor Swift store. It is so cute. But let me know in the comments, did you guys buy anything from this latest Taylor Swift merch drop? There were a lot of different items in it. I think the Christmas drop was slightly more affordable than the later little showgirl drop they did with like the pajamas and the robes. That was quite expensive. I think that was bordering too expensive. Was with the Christmas drop, I think it was expensive, but not as expensive, say, as it could have been. And I did like that the ornaments stayed £20. That is obviously quite expensive. You compare them to ornaments in the UK from M&S, they're like £5, but it's Taylor Swift merch, it's always going to be more expensive, and I would say the quality is slightly better than those M&S ones. But it's not like Selfridges prices with like £40 for an ornament, which is wild. But yeah, let me know if you managed to get anything in this drop, if there's anything you want in future drops. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to check out my 2023 Christmas merch unboxing, the Taylor Swift Holiday Collection, the 2023 one, and also the 2024 Taylor Swift Christmas merch unbox as well. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great day!